I'm here at City Hall. Just had a meeting with city engineer, city manager, discuss the water situation. We've got some good news. We've had some major breakthroughs this week. Basically just getting some green light here from the city of Sherman on the water. We still have some hoops to jump through, but basically if we can get approval from Dorchester, that smaller town, if we can just get in writing from them that they can't get us water and that they want us to go get water from Sherman, then we can proceed there. And so there's still going to be a lot of work, a lot of undertaking to get this water out to our property. We're talking about a 4,000 foot line, 4,000 foot long line. It's going to have to run through some other properties that we don't own, and so we're going to have to get easements and do surveys and then pay to have that line ran. And so it's going to be a bit of an undertaking, but it's totally doable. It's something that really the ball's in our court. City's asked us to, if we want this done quickly, that we're going to have to take a lot of action and do most of the legwork to get this done. And if we can do that, they'll cooperate and we will have water. We'll have water out the Pleasant Home Farmhouse. So exciting news. Had a couple of neighbors, future neighbors, that were in the meeting with us today as well. We had a big call on Monday with the Public Utilities Commission, and we're able to get the city engineer involved in that call from Sherman, and really that had helped get this thing rolling. And then the last big thing is just a shout out to City Councilman Sean Tiemann and some others. A good friend of mine, Glenn Whitaker, had sent over the video, my last video, to a couple of city councilmen, and Sean Tiemann watched the video and really just helped ask a lot of questions from city staff and get us pointed in the right direction, get us working towards a solution. So hats off there, kudos, really appreciate. Can't say enough how much I appreciate our local officials, local elected officials, and just people in the community that care and that kind of rallied behind us to help get this done. So anyways, as I said, there's still work to do, but we've got some green light, we've got some ability to make some things happen and hopefully get this project off the ground soon. Basically what I'm left with is if we can get a cost and an approval on that cost, that us and anybody that is interested in partnering with us, the cost to run the line and do that work, if we can get that over to the city and say we're good for it, and then if we can get something in writing from Dorchester saying that they're okay with what we're proposing to do here, then we won't have to move our house and we can get started as soon as possible on the building permit and all of that going. So good stuff, happy, excited about this. Looking forward to getting the Pleasant Home Farmhouse going, showing you guys plans, doing some fun stuff out on the property, getting the foundation poured, getting the framing up, and on and on and on. Looking forward to seeing this come to reality, come to fruition. Stick with us, give us a subscribe, like the video, share this with your friends if you're interested in following along with us and what our family will be doing as we build the Pleasant Home Farmhouse, or if you're just interested in watching how it all turns out, the farmhouse, the construction process. We'll have a lot of things on here, so would love and appreciate if you would just subscribe to this channel, watch these videos, and help get the word out. Thanks. We're out here this evening, beautiful weather, just out here enjoying the farm. Got the kids minus the oldest and the wife, Desiree, back behind me. She came out here to play. Big updates this week. You heard about that just a minute ago. Today we had a meeting out here with a couple of other property owners. New property owner over here to our north, between us and the house. And then potential other new property owner that's gonna be going in north of the house behind me. And so we met today with the construction company that is that we're looking at hiring to put in this water line, and looked at a couple of different options on what the best route needed to be for that water line. And so now we're just waiting on a proposal from them, and then we're going to meet together next week, the four of us property owners out here, and then figure out how that cost is going to be shared and divided up. Once we get it signed off on, we should be good to go. The city said that we would get a building permit and be able to start construction very soon. So we're looking forward to that. Super excited on getting this project moving again, getting hopefully some concrete poured, getting things off the ground. pretty excited about that. In the meantime, we're just enjoying with all that's gone on with the water. It's easy in a situation like that to start to get a little bit bitter and angry and upset. And you know, for all of us, that's a temptation. And so I was coaching myself through, don't get bitter if things don't take, if things don't happen as quickly as we want them to, or if they don't work out like we want them to. Nothing to get bitter about. Let's figure out how to enjoy the land. Let's figure out how to make it work. And then God came through, and it looks like we're going to be able to build this house. And so super excited about that. I'll introduce you guys to Nathan in a minute. You've met Lindsay, you've met Creed, you've seen Nathan, and we're gonna meet Nathan here in a little bit. Look at the boys being cute, playing out here in the dirt, putting dirt in your bucket. This is Nathan. Nathan's 11. Nathan.
Hi.
Hi, Creed.
I'm out here playing with the sand with Bubba.
Playing in the sand with Bubba. All right. Mentioned Nathan is autistic. I've mentioned that in the video at least once. He's nonverbal autistic, and he's got a really sweet spirit. He's a good kid. We all have our struggles, and big part of building the farmhouse is to give Nathan and Creed a lot of space, a lot of room on 5 acres where they can play, and we can do that safely. We'll put some fencing in and do all of that, but also to build Nathan a special bedroom, special place in the farmhouse that he can call his own, and he can go in there and get some rest. He can go in there and get comfortable, get away as he gets older, maybe doing that teenager thing. Yeah, he just threw dirt right in my eyes and at Creed. Looks like there's more coming. So, Nathan?
No.
No. I think he's trying to throw it in the bucket.
Here, give me
Anyways,
the bucket.
big part of the farmhouse is getting Nathan a place to stay. Right now, he's camped out in our bedroom where he's been his entire life. He's 11 years old. He's been out of our bed for a couple of years. We got a bed tent. It's been a great buy. Kind of keeps his mattress covered up, gives him a little space. But we're looking forward to him having his own bedroom here in this new house, really close to the master. One of our very soon videos will be looking at the plans, and so we'll be able to point out to you what we're going to do there with Nathan's room. Anyways, wanted you guys to meet Nathan, wanted you to see him and get to know him, and hopefully he doesn't throw sand in anyone else's eyes. Nathan. 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 Sometimes he'll look when you say his name. Not today. He's got too much going on here with this sand. Creed. Creed. Can you say bye?
This is my stuff.
Oh, okay.
Bye. Wow, cow patty.
What do you do with it? Good job.
I'm up here towards the front of the property. A couple of projects that we have on the list, on the horizon, coming up soon, especially as we get closer to construction and get a better idea on when construction will resume. Right now, again, we own 5 acres, so I'll zoom in a little bit here. Right now we're coming in down here at the south end of the property and driving all the way up. You can see the little makeshift road that we've put in. It's a long way, and when it rains, it could get pretty muddy. And so we're wanting to clear an entrance here for a driveway, and then obviously get some rock brought in and put some kind of a temporary driveway in, so that we've got a much shorter distance here. And it would basically be where our driveway will end up being. The other thing is want to fence in up around the house, so not the entire 5 acres, but fence in just enough really to keep the cows out. So over here down the property line, up way up there to the corner, I think I'm pointing at the stakes, probably can't see it. Anyways, the corner, back down, and then wrap up here to the front of the road. So I don't know, guesstimating like 1.5 acres. I could be way off on that. Could be bigger, probably is. But want to fence that in. And then the other big thing that I want to do is I want to get this grass under control. You can see there's actually some green starting to come in. I don't know if it will ever look like that beautiful green pasture there that I talk about all the time, but I want to try to get this a little bit more under control. I want to see green, not necessarily this tumbleweed stuff that we've got going on. So maybe get a bush hog and do the entire 5 acres, and then I'm probably gonna get me a lawnmower, a ZTR mower or something, and start mowing up here around the house right away and keeping this under control. I'm sure as the house is being built, it needs to be done. I don't want it to be all grown up and ugly looking. So I don't know, may not be doable, but I want to get this grass under control, get a fence in. We're gonna have to do this rock driveway, and then we'll keep this fence line clear. We'll actually probably do away with this barbed wire fence once we get this lot cow-proof and keep the cows out of construction. And then we'll clear this fence line here. At least the opening of the house. We'll probably leave some of this or all of this or a lot of this beyond out into the open pasture land. Keep that somewhat grown up. It's probably going to green up quite a bit, especially down there on the south side, but this will eventually be all open, clean. I'm thinking manicured front yard. Anyway, something that we're mowing and keeping all of this nice and clean, same as the backyard. This is going to be civilized folk farmhouse right here, and then that's going to be pasture land. And then the big plan is also come in the driveway, come up, and then somewhere where the expedition's sitting, or maybe somewhere down there on the fence, we'll have a gate that goes out to the pasture so we can ride side by side, four-wheeler, whatever, out there on the rest of the land. So that's kind of the plan, kind of the site plan here. And then in the long-term future, I'd like to put a shop up over here on the south side as well. What I don't want to do is block my backyard view. I want to keep that 270-degree view as long as I can from the backyard. And so probably somewhere over here, we'll eventually have a shop. And then maybe down the road, I don't know. We'll see how this all goes. May sell off the rest of this land. I'm thinking split it into a couple of lots, sell it off. There are other people that want to live out here on this beautiful, beautiful property too. And I'm sure they'll gladly pay for it, especially when it's got water. So that may happen in a couple of years. We'll see how it goes. Are you looking for a rattlesnake?